one-night stand type of Ukrainian women and why you should avoid them. With unfamiliar men, sober or practically sober, voluntary and unexpected even for herself. And these are not our fantasies, guys, but this is a result of serious scientific research. It's just a coincidence sometimes. So sex on the first date, is it good or bad? Are you the lucky one or should you run away? Our task today is to analyze the motives and goals of quick sex. So, hello everyone. Happy to see all of you guys today. Thanks for spending the part of your weekend with me, joining me live here. Don't forget, guys, that we meet with you every Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So please like our episode, as always, and subscribe to our channel by simply clicking notification bell button in the lower right of the screen. I hope everybody remember this procedure and will do for me, because like this, you're doing me a great favor. Guys, you're welcome. Don't forget that you're welcome to ask all your questions, all your hot burning questions. There is no taboo questions here. You remember all that. If you, to some reason, miss our live episode, remember that you also can watch it after. So that's no problem. And you can leave your comments below, just under the video. Okay, so guys, also want to remind you that time it will be Sunday, December 8th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, same time like we today meet with you. Maria also will be live, and so please join her. Her topic will be why marriage is so important for beautiful Ukrainian women. I hope you won't miss it and support Maria as well. So don't forget to join her tomorrow. As for my next topic for next Saturday, it will be December 14th, if I'm not mistaken, also same time, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And the topic will be top 5 most wanted features beautiful Ukrainian women looking for in foreign husbands. So I hope it will be interesting for you, because some features, there are some specific, and the specific features and expectations toward foreign guys quite different from Ukrainian men. Okay, so please join me next Saturday, support me as well. And guys, for those who still didn't go to our Instagram channel, so you really need to do that. Don't forget, you just need to go at Match Guarantee, space without space in between, spelled with a Y. And remember that every Saturday we have a winner of free contact information, like her email, her Skype, her phone number, okay, just from girls on Instagram, which you can find under the highlights section. But remember that from now on, you can win only on Saturday Eastern Time. Winner will be announced on Instagram. So 2 Saturdays ago, we did it here online, but from now on, you can win it only on Instagram. So that's a great opportunity. Please, that's the chance for bravest guys. Don't miss this chance. Okay, happy to see all of you today. Now, guys, we will talk about this interesting topic. I hope everybody is very curious to see what I'm thinking about that. Maybe you will agree with my concept, maybe not. I hope you will understand me right, okay? And then after, you're welcome to ask all your questions, and I will be pleased to answer all of them. Okay, so guys, as I investigated and came to the conclusion that such a behavior, like having sex on the first date, is closely connected with some difficult period, usually in the woman's life, or even some crisis in her life. And I can tell you, it happens at least once, practically in every Ukrainian woman's life. Not only Ukrainian, I guess, foreign women as well, maybe even more often, because Ukrainian women, you know, they are more conservative, they have more moral principles. Not everyone, of course, I'm not talking about every Ukrainian woman, you know, but still we are more family oriented. So in such circumstances, we Ukrainian women usually stop being cautious, you know, pretending that they're not this type of women, you know, and finding we're not trying to find some dirtiness of your shoes, you know, or we're not trying to investigate pureness of your general background. So every man who will be next right at this moment, or wouldn't just avoid, can easily get sex. Or actually, he will be the lucky one. And please, remember, it's not even because you are the best or the right one. So you should understand clearly why this situation happens. You're just here at this specific moment next to her, and you were chosen even without any specific criteria. So don't consider yourself as a real macho or professional seducer in this moment. For some guys, of course, yes, but not for everybody. So selected for you guys absolutely different and sometimes even unexpected reasons, which motivate actually Ukrainian women to have sex with you, especially on the first date. So let's discuss all of them and see if you really need to be involved into these sexual relationships, sexual affairs, or especially if you're looking for serious relationship, if you're looking for future wife or girlfriend or long-term relationship. So also, I want to distinguish the main 5 types of Ukrainian women who can give you sex right after on the first meeting. And then, after listening to my information, you can decide just by yourself whether to do it or not. Should you avoid or should you just get this bonus? Okay, so number 1 type, it's a revenger. Usually, it happens after some divorce or splitting with a boyfriend. So actually, it's always right now, no matter with whom. She wants again to increase her self-esteem and to prove to the bad guy, the offender, and also to herself that she is worthy something still. And it's not a problem for her to find someone except offender. Maybe even this guy will be much worse. Doesn't matter really for her at this moment. She just wants to get it and to prove something for everybody that she can. Usually she feels quite disappointed next morning because you understand revenge always should be taken cold, And moment woman doesn't think too much about consequences and what she will do next day. But she just wants it right now, right here, okay? And you can easily get it, but usually next day it will be great disappointment for her because she still probably love the offender, probably she still have some emotions and feelings towards him, will guilty, and in usual way she satisfied, maybe just at that moment, yes, but not next day, and after some period of time that she can analyze and decide what she really did. So usually she understood it's a mistake. So some of them, of course, can be proud, but unfortunately, the bad guy can never know that he was cheated immediately. And if you are a victim of such spontaneous revenge, you practically have never chance to continue relations with her if you really like her, or if you were trying to win her for a long time. Maybe you're the neighbor, maybe you are her colleague or just friend or whatever, no matter. So if you really like that woman, so practically no chance. And you probably now have this question, where to find such a seducing revenger? The answer is no way, guys. So the girls who try to cure those broken hearts usually get in touch with you by themselves. It's not like you should give her reason, you should get in contact with her. No, she will find you by herself. And they're just the main initiators of this meeting and actually of this spontaneous, not planned sex at the first date or first meeting, okay? And this is their main feature, which is actually not common for women in normal psychological condition. If the woman shows that she is really ready for sex, it's not the trap. I mean, she's not going to marry you or to grab you as a boyfriend. She's not going to build serious relationship with you. So the guys who is afraid of such women, who is not ready for serious relationship, who is not looking for really a girlfriend or for her future wife, you can be lucky to get sex as a bonus, to spend good and nice time and to have just fun. But if you're looking for something serious and if you really like the person, then I'm sorry, you are unlucky in this way. So always remember, the more she wants serious relationship with you, the more she will be concerned about her morality and her principle. Like to show you her best sides. Don't forget about this. But for sure, doesn't want the second main specific sign how you can distinguish this woman. to do what she plans, she needs to be brave, because for normal situation, she's not ready for such spontaneous sex. So simply talking, she needs to get drunk. By doing this, she caught guy. By doing this, the caught guy who is in the trap will be a self therapy in order to convince herself urgently that she's like a superstar. Everybody wants her. I'm not so bad as my ex-boyfriend told about me. So if you see on the meeting that the woman is drinking heavily or fast, and you really see and notice that she wants to get drunk as soon as she can, that's also a very specific sign for you. So you can understand and you can distinguish this woman maybe on some party, maybe on some specific event where a lot of people, and you see she's just drinking one glass after another. So you can understand probably she's upset, frustrated, and you can become a really easy victim in this situation. Number two, guys, businesswoman, which is trying to get compensation. Frankly speaking, businesswoman is a product of modern emancipation. And for such business ladies, such spontaneous sexual adventures are the only way to relax, and to reduce the tension. So for them, it's practically equal just to visit like a spa salon or getting some beauty procedures. So it's practically the same for them. She doesn't put any efforts in it, any emotions, any feelings. She doesn't plan it. It just happens, just comfortable coincidence, conditions, to do this. But actually, what distinguishes them, these business ladies, is the financial independence. So at least on that level, they wouldn't try to scam you. She doesn't need to get some expensive dinner in some expensive restaurant or to get some very expensive bottle of champagne. So in this way, you can come down, and this businesswoman will never try to get some profit, some financial profit from you. And usually these types of women are with a strong man constitution, so she can have quite an easy practical attitude to sex. But anyway, normally it's usually a short or just a specific period of time for her and in her life, which probably was dictated just by curiosity or her tension in her business. Maybe she had hard times, maybe she had been working hard on some new business project, and now she can release. So all this tension should be released. And you will be the way, kind of device to get this release. So if you want just to have quick sex, then fine. If you want also serious relationship, that's not for you. Okay. Number three, it's just a hooligan girl. That's also very specific girls, and you should take care. You should be aware about them. Usually hooligan girls are healthy psychologically. Everything is okay here. They are not upset or frustrated, no drama in their life. They're quite self-confident, and they will never use you as a psychotherapy, So relationship with such women can get sometimes prolongation, but cannot either. So you just will see by situation. Just the uncertainty can push the situation emotionally, but it still can remain just bright emotional sexual story in your memory. Don't forget about this. Usually quite young ladies can participate in such adventures. Maybe 20, 25. They are high from being adult already and free at this moment. The feeling they can decide what to do just by themselves, what to do with their body, and they can choose freely the partner, and the result of date, it's up to them, so they can decide. But wise and experienced men, guys, wise and experienced, can understand all these just of her immatureness. Kind of, it can be kind of experiment for her, and maybe sometimes like first trials, So during communication, you can understand that she is looking for sex. She can show off that she just moved from her parents maybe, or found a new well-paid job, or graduated from some university, or maybe took some bank credit first time, and she's sure that she can pay. So she, for now, start to feel herself as an adult person. So she got kind of freedom. We don't know yet from what. Maybe she will tell you in communication that now you will understand that. So the more adventurous in this way, the best for her. And that's actually her main motto, be careful, because it can be the light form of schizophrenia as well, or she just want to act like an adult, but actually she is far from being adult at that moment. And by the way, guys, very important moment, due to their common frivolity and tendency to thrill, to get such exotic feeling, to excite herself somehow. So such fire starters, as I call them, not so often visit a women's doctor, gynecologist. So you can also be aware, you can be cautious, because you can easily can get some hello from her ex-boyfriend. So be very attentive, and it's better not to get involved into such sexual affairs with two young girls, because consequences can be different. Okay, number 4, guys, it's victim of romance. Very specific also type of women. Let's say New Year, a birthday party, some friends' wedding, BBQ, the event where a lot of people gathered together to celebrate something. In such situations, practically all women, they feel great demand to be in the center of attention, or some very romantic, exciting story, because, it's love in the air, and it gives a chance to accept all signs of attention and as something more than just flirting tonight. Some women can exaggerate the meaning of such actions from you, okay, and think, what if this is just the case, and maybe this is he who is unique and the only one, and actually he is my destiny. This specific atmosphere in the air, romantic. Some people came with their partners, some couples dancing together, cuddling, kissing, drinking together. All these can remind her that she also wants to be loved. So her emotional condition will be specific just at the moment she will be among such people. And of course, she would like to be also like a superstar of this, soap opera, like a fairy tale, okay, with a prince who fall in love just from the very first glance, and they lived together till the end of their life. So careful about this, because what a happy end could be. Maybe it's just the case for her, but from one side you can get easily sex and some sexual adventure, but from other, these types of women have a tendency to imagine too much, especially after everything already done, after everything happened. So she will expect for sure the continuation of your of relationship with you, and you can feel guilty. So if you don't have plan to continue, and it was just a spontaneous first meeting, you just got into it right here on this, so it's just an problem. But if in some case, in some situation, you know this woman for some specific period of time, and if you like her, it's kind of, party before New Year, when all colleagues meeting, like we do here in Ukraine. Maybe in your country you also have this tradition, so this woman, and it's a chance for you. It's a chance for you. Maybe she will pay attention to you just on this event, and from there everything can get started. But be careful, because if you don't plan anything serious with her, some drama can happen next day. So to escape, just say her that you have maybe some kind of business trip for a long time, or you have to move somewhere else. So you need to cut her, to stop her fantasy, and you need to let her know that the continuation, the prolongation of this adventure will not happen anyway. So then it's up to her to get into bed with you tonight or not to get. But You will see and you will understand. So by telling this, you will make actually to stop creating her these stories in her mind, and she can concentrate on what she is doing right now. So then maybe she will think, should I do it or not? But of course, up to you. And number 5, guys, it's the most tragical and dramatic type of this woman. It's divorced women or widow. So what's the difference between number 1 revenger and this number 5 widow or divorced woman? Usually they are in deep psychological depression, or in the phase of neglecting everything, their life without partner, their beauty, their right to keep living and enjoy their life. So she's interested neither in nor in any sexual adventures, but sex, no matter what. And we know all about this. It's a perfect antidepressant, So if the guy can satisfy her need and being useful for this right here and now, she won't reject it. The main rule for communication with such type of women is just to keep having just sex. Attention, only sex, nothing more. So don't involve her in your life. Don't share with too much details. Don't help her too much. So try to keep the relationship just on the level of physical attraction, okay? And don't get too much into her life. So the second rule is to be aware. In situations where a woman uses sex as a trying to get out of crisis, there is a danger that will appear pain, frustration, emotional stress. And if you're not going to be a handkerchief for her, you'd better avoid such dramatic stories. You will get more stress and troubles, believe me, than a pleasure and satisfaction. Because one night enjoyment and pleasure, and after she will expect something from you. And if you're a kind person, if you're a gentleman, of course you will feel guilty. Of course you will feel it's your fault, and of course you will feel that you hurt her, because no matter what, she was already offended by her destiny, okay? She got some tragedy in her life, and now you are the second reason again to be upset. So think about this, and if you really need that. But if you want to have serious relationship with her, and if you're gonna win this woman, so you can keep trying, you can show her all your best sides, and maybe with the time when her frustration will go away, maybe you will help her to forget about her drama, and she will start to get more and more appeal to her. So also can be two happy ends, okay? So, and I'm sure, guys, for every good and principled woman, it's not pleasant the status of the one time or one night stand lady. But men can be proud, of course, of being the successful raider, for sure, yes. The real intimate sexual pleasure cannot be separated from respect and love. Remember this: pureness and moral principles. So, but you can't love and respect the person whom you see the very first time, right? And really serious woman who is looking for long-term relationship, or she's looking for husband, can't look at men as a on meat, and some sport device. So for men, it's of course much easier. For you, it's not a problem to get just sex and to forget about this next morning. So it's a pity some women accept men's rule of game, neglecting faithfulness and pureness, turning themselves just into the ashtrays, some kinds of ashtrays of whom men must not take care and whom he must win. So unfortunately, it happens. So these usually the women with a very low self-esteem. So usually men forget about such stories because can have dozens of them actually, right? And they really don't matter much for you. Only loved and respected woman can get the full pleasure, combined with emotions and feelings. So guys, please, I ask you, think twice if you really need sex right on the first date, and actually what consequences you may have. You can meet really crazy women. Sometimes it can be even dangerous, and even mentally insane, who can get you into real trouble, or can be just a nice adventure, but more or less obviously just for one time. So it's up to you to choose, and it's up to you to be careful in these situations. It can be a sign that woman doesn't have serious intentions to continue such relationship with you, or either she's too easy or have mental issues. So you have a great specter of options to choose any. You need then to decide at the very specific situation. So that's my opinion regarding this type of relationship, regarding sex actually on the first days, or spontaneous sex at some special social event where you can meet just unexpectedly. I would like to know what you really think about this, and you're welcome now to ask your questions. I'm ready to answer them all. Hello once again to everybody. If I missed some of you, okay. Uh, Global Bloodstock went for date today. Perfect. So next Saturday we are expecting the report, maybe some photo reports and some details. So it will be interesting. Tracy, hello. Carl Smith, hello. Mhm. Hello, guys, to everybody. So there is a questions. Tim Spengler tried to sign up with you and was contacted by Elena for consultation with different girls than on your website. As far as I understood, I'm not sure about what you're talking, but I can ask Elena which girls were introduced to you. So, okay, so we will check that. Okay. Never received return call. Okay, I will tell the administrator we will call you right after. Okay. Mm-hmm. No reply. Okay, guys, don't be so patient. I don't know for how long time you didn't get the reply, but we will try to change it. Okay. Cross, Vita, you're very beautiful Ukrainian women, and it would be nice if you was single. Unfortunately, thanks for compliments, but I am married, guys, so the city is busy, or how. It was a very funny phrase one of the guy told on the some stream. Very funny. I heard it first time, so it was quite interesting. Anthony Young, привет. Somebody who knows Russian here. Very nice. Tracy, why are you late? I will give you punishment. Max Griga, hello. I guess you here first time. Okay. What she's saying, that if girl just wants sex, something is wrong with her. I think this is a good example of labeling, which in Ukraine this is very common. No, that's not. Of course, every woman wants sex. Probably you misunderstood me. Every woman has sex if she's okay mentally and physically. If she doesn't have any problems with health, of course she would like to have sex. And of course, if the right partner is next to her. But to have sex with unfamiliar men, I'm sorry, that's not a normal and common behavior for normal women. Because every normal woman has her principle and morals. That's not, maybe for you guys, that's okay. But I'm sure I'm not a woman, okay, who wants to just make propaganda here of total pureness. Okay, everybody is adult here. We have, everybody of us has some experience and some sexual adventures in our past. Maybe right now some of you have, but normal Ukrainian woman, and any woman from any country, she has her morality. And to get into sexual relationship, she must know the person at least somehow. She must like him, and she must have some special feelings. If you're not agree with that, I'm sorry, then my point of view is quite different, and I know what I'm talking about because I am woman. Okay, and every story can happen in every life. It can be, I never say it cannot be for normal and good person. I told like practically all women in her life had such stories, like one night stand story, somebody can meet at the airport or maybe in the theater. Yes, patience, just explode. So it can be, but to have sex with unfamiliar man just on the disco, I'm sorry, something in her mind. No. The woman is different from men. If she's just concentrated on sex without any emotions or feelings, that she might have some issues. But I'm not against your opinion. Of course, it's your right. Maybe you had met such women and you're okay with that. No problem. I just told my opinion and I think I'm right in this way. Okay. Uh-huh. Thanks, Ross, for your compliments and very nice words. Thanks. I'm very pleased. Так. Hamid Hussein asked me, hi, how some may start business in Ukraine? Unfortunately, that's not the question just for me because I am not the businessman. Okay, we are talking here usually more about relationship with Ukrainian women, but I think you just need to think over first to get an idea what you would like to do here, what kind of business, maybe to do some project, some business plan. Then just you need to check the laws about some bank credits for that or to decide the place where you want to start your business, maybe to find some partners. In this way, I think everything will be fine. Like no problem whenever you would like to get this business. Okay. Okay. What else we have? Wayne. Buying the business is the best way, Hamid. Yes, but we don't know what kind of business he want. Maybe we don't have such kind. Maybe it's some kind of unique business which we never had here. Maybe the person would like to bring some specific products from his countries and start to sell here. So in this way, he cannot buy such kind of business. So he need just to get residence permit, if I'm not mistaken, and just to start the company should be registered officially, just to rent the place to start your business and step by step. Okay. IT master, hi. What is the best month to come to Ukraine? Guys, for me, the best month is May. For me, September also is fine, but it doesn't matter that you shouldn't come for any other time. I hate autumn and I hate winter, me personally. I don't like this mud, this raining all the time, cold raining, not May raining. May raining is the best I can have, but winter when it's cold, if for you coldness is not a problem, and if you have women already to meet with, why not to come for New Year? That's also a great chance. First of all, we Ukrainians have practically around 2 weeks of vacation. So Christmas now, which will be December 25, a New Year, then our Christmas, our not Catholic, but Christian one, which will be January 7. Then we have also like old New Year, which will be January 14th. So the woman can actually concentrate on you, spend good time for you, not run into job. So she will have a few days of vacation, and the decorations in every city are beautiful. Different actions, sales, nice places to walk around. The weather, by the way, for in this year, very nice. We have still like +3, +2 in the daytime, -2, -3, -4 maybe. So that's not so much for us for December. As far as we are in the middle of December, that's great weather for me personally. Thanks God. I hate this coldness and frost and full of snow. But actually, if you have person whom you dating online and whom you plan to see and to visit, why to wait till spring? Or because maybe by that time she will find someone else who was more brave and who came earlier, just no matter it's frost or snow or raining. But for me, spring is the best, like May or maybe September, when it's not too hot, still green, still nice. So you decide. Okay. Tim, hello, Tim. Nice to meet you. If I did come into contact with a one night stand Ukrainian woman, would she be offended if I ask her, has she been tested for and use protection? Of course, she will be offended. Of course, she will be offended. Yes. And if there is something, she will try to blame you. And I'm sorry for my question. You did not use protection. Never do it. Never do it once again. I hope you're not 18 years old and you're mature adult man. So always, guys, always use protection. That's my mom's advice, okay, for all of you. Never try your risk, never try your chance regarding this. You never know, and that's really can be a great risk. And if I don't know if you're in touch with her still, if you're contacting with her, but if you the matter is, if you have some signs and you are start to worry about something because you start to have some signs, bad signs, I mean, you'd better go to doctor, of course, first of all. If nothing happens still, so don't make the sea to be stormy. But yes, I know this very good tradition for foreign people and especially for European one. Before starting sexual relationship, that's quite normal for you to go to some medical center and to go all these tests, and that's great because then you trust each other, you respect each other, and nothing stupid in that and nothing offensive in that for you. For us, for Ukrainian people, I can tell you from 40 millions of Ukrainian people, no one did that. No one, you cannot find even 1% of that. And I can you guarantee, because that's not typical for us. We just have a tendency to trust each other. If we come to the stage of sexual relationship, it means we like each other. It means we don't have other partner and we clean. But that's a great mistake. That's a great mistake. Always use protection, especially if you're not sure. If you have some doubts now, please go to doctor. And if you will ask her these questions, let us know next time maybe what was her reaction. I think we'll be interested, but I'm sure she will be like furious. What you think about me? I am not a whore or something like this. So it will be a storm of reactions. And of course, a lot of people sometimes until they get something, some bad signs, they never go and check specifically. So be careful, okay? Okay, Sir Kevin 1000, hello. Hello, nice to see you. Mhm. Hey, guys. The Punisher. No interest in any woman wanting one night stand. I won't give inner self or sex until I know her inner self and the real true inner self. So not sex, but really making love. Are any like this? But that's actually the normal, the good one, and the right approach to get into sexual relationship. That's how it should be. And unfortunately, not everybody understand that. And of course, some people, I cannot blame some men who had maybe bad experience or not ready yet for marriage or for long-term relationship. So some people will be satisfied just with one night stand woman, and that's okay. That's fine. That's their choice. I don't blame anyone. But actually, this way, this approach is the best one. And I think the man who respect himself also will not won't be involved in such spontaneous sex, because you first need to think why the woman is ready for that. Probably she has some reason. Yeah, maybe you're so nice and so sexy and you're real macho and you're a professional seducer. And yes, it can be, of course. And we all had such stories in our life. That's absolutely okay. But you need to feel due to situation, what's the reason? What's the reason? You need to check her reactions, her emotions, maybe to talk a little bit about this, to ask her some questions. Nothing bad in that. So, but you understand my point of view. Yeah.
Zelchko, Rubil. Unfortunately, I'm not sure I know your language. In Ukraine, prefer with Americans или European или Slovenia. I think you want to ask me what nationality Ukrainian women prefer. You mean uh, Americans, European, or Slovenic? They don't have preference, so it just depends on the coincidence. If she will meet some foreign guy and if she will like him and love him and want him, so for her no problem. It can be black, Indian, Asian, Turkish, Arabian, American, Danish, Norway, whatever. Everything depends just the circumstances in the specific moment. Okay. Mm-hmm. Roswitha, I don't think it would come to your country because it's too cold or too hot. We come because your country has a unique character and the women there are decent and loyal and care. Uh, Good idea, but not every woman. I never told all Ukrainian women are beautiful, good mothers, good and faithful wives. No, you need to choose thoroughly. Yes, probably we have more than in America, maybe, don't want to offend somebody, maybe, because we are more feminine still, not so much emancipated, and we are still family oriented. We like to take care, we like to have kids, we like to spend time together, all family. So yes, but not every woman. So before making a serious decision, you need to check her from all sides. You need to ask her a lot of questions to see her background, what she likes, what role in the family she would like to play when you will get married, how she see actually her future family life. And also wouldn't be extra to ask how was in her parents' family, because we have this stamp, in our mind, and we will try to copy it, maybe subconsciously, maybe not. If it was good family life with her parents, she will try to make it the same. But if it was not so good, who knows, she has this bad example in her mind, and maybe you will love her, maybe she will love her too, but some circumstances can spoil this marriage. So you understand. Uh-huh. Vauxhalls off to the sex clinic with those that don't use protection. Mm-hmm. Lev Isis. If someone is already Eastern Orthodox Christian, he has more chances to be accepted from a Ukrainian woman. I say that because the couple will share a common cultural environment. That's not for sure. That's not for sure. I know personally a lot of Ukrainian women who went to Saudi Arabia, to some Eastern countries, and became real Muslim women. But, not just to keep the traditions of their husband, but they like Quran is in their blood. Like they are really involved into that. And one of my classmates, even I can tell you, she went to Dubai and she had been working there as a manager. She never got married there, by the way, and she's there practically around 20 years. She got Muslim woman, and even when she comes back to Sumy to visit her parents and friends and sister, she always use this hijab, always enclosed clothes, and nobody can convince her because she is here. Allah cannot see her. Okay, sorry, Muslim guys. Okay, didn't want to offend your religion, but I mean, she was so certain Muslim woman, so that actually doesn't matter. And I told once, too much religious women, they're not looking so much for foreign husbands. So we can have beliefs, but it doesn't mean that we will go to church like every Sunday, and we will keep all traditions. So don't be concentrated on that. Don't be concentrated on the religion. And if you have child, you can teach the child your traditions and she can teach her traditions. When the child will grow, he can decide what religion is closer to him, to his inner principles. So don't think about that. It's not too much really matters. Mutual understanding, respect, and love, that was really plays the main role in the happy marriage. Mhm. Roswitha, the American women here has lost their character. The men here lost interested in American woman. Ukraine woman is on top of the world. Yes, not always in a best way, I can say, but for now, yes. For now, yes. The American woman has lost interest in American men. Yes, yes, yes. I understand what you mean, actually. Mhm. Так, Daddy, hello, Daddy. Nice to meet you. Sex should wait minimum 6 months. Once you have sex first, you stop learning that person, and sex overrides through learning. Uh, in the best in the best way, probably you are right. But I'm not sure if you communicate with women constantly on regular basis, and if you see her every day. I mean, if you're not online dating, or maybe you just come here, meet her once, twice, or maybe 3 times, you have some dates, okay. Of course, that's not the time maybe to have sex, but up to situation, up to both of you and chemistry you got, okay. But if you just online communicating, that should be fine. But if you're living here, or if she's living there, and you dating on a regular basis, 6 months for Ukrainian women can be a little bit long, I can tell you. Maybe she will start to think that you have some erectile dysfunction or something is wrong. And I can tell you even more, she can be even offended. Probably you don't want her. So she will start to hint, she will start to discuss this with her friends, okay. Something is wrong with him. If you find too religious person, okay, then that should be fine. But if you find just normal woman, 6 months, I think, a little bit too much, okay. Try to reduce it. And sometimes, 6 months, it's nothing to really learn the person. Sometimes you can live together like 10, 20 years, and sometimes people can surprise you so greatly. You will never know this person from that side. So don't think 6 months it's enough time to get used to each other, yes. But if you don't have sex also for too long time, it's also not so good. It's also not so good. The fire can be get down also. So you will see up to your woman and you. Hi, Vita. Abhishek, Sharan, hello. Making love is better than just sex every time. Of course, if you're making this and if you're having this with a person who loves you and you love her, you have more time, you have more chance, more possibilities, and more opportunities to learn each other more, to learn tastes of each other, to try to do some experiments, because every person has his inner secrets regarding sex, maybe some ideas, whom you cannot actually realize on the first date or on the first sex, of course, because it will be just normal, maybe hot night, okay. But if you have some specific tastes or some idea, or you want to try something new, of course, these type of things you can do only with the person whom you love, whom you absolutely trust, and whom you know more or less, okay, because you understand what I mean, guys. Okay. uh, Team, will she be offended if I want to use protection? No, 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 she won't be offended. She will respect that. Uh, that's absolutely fine. And I can tell you more. Even if she will be offended, say her bye bye. Use it always. No, it's not offensive to use protection. It's your life, and you don't know this person, and you don't know what kind of surprises you can get from her. So first of all, think about your health and about life. But normally she wouldn't be offended. No, no. Okay. Zeiko, thank you for answer. Post Croatia. Okay, nice. I hope I understand. I understood your question correctly, right? I hope you got my answer and that was correct, because the language was absolutely not familiar for me. I'm sorry. Mhm. Tim, no, Vita never had any problems personally, but did have a friend that was not so lucky. Don't want to make the same mistake. Thanks for response. Yes, I know a lot of such stories, bad stories, guys, but I don't want to give too much details. But once, yes, even I can tell you one of my girlfriend, but it was many years ago. She's older than me, and she really liked the man, and at last they got that meeting and they had sex, and oh my god, she was so upset. She got three kind of disease after this one date, and she's absolutely good and clean woman, like businesswoman, very smart. She's very pure in and clean in all ways, and she really liked the man, and they were dating like for a long period of time, and she gets sex just with him. And she was so upset after that case. I can tell you, she didn't want to date or to meet with someone, maybe at least for 2 or 3 years after. So it was a great lesson for her. So please always use protection and be careful. You guys sometimes make very big mistake. If you see the woman in expensive clothes, with a good quality perfume, with nails, with lashes, with the good leather shoes, and she looks like really like luxurious woman, like expensive woman, like woman who really take care about her. Never think she cannot get some disease, something bad. I heard a lot of stories of doctors when the woman come into the room to check for some test or to just have some normal check. You never know this woman can have such a bouquet of diseases. So never look at her appearance and never misunderstood. If she looks like a doll, if she looks like expensive, high quality woman, that she cannot have something. Be careful. Okay. Okay. Rodney, hello. Nice to see you. You are late today. You missed such a hot topic today, but you can watch it after if you will be interested in the topic and my answers. Okay. James, I have been using Skype talking with a girl from Odessa for a year and will visit in February. Any advice? 1 year, it's quite a long period of time. I hope you have quite close and warm communication right now. Please bring her flowers and please bring some presents for her, and spend as much time as you can. Regarding sex, after 1 year, it can be. I don't know how open was your communication. Was it formal or informal? Did you ever touch the intimate topics, during your online communication? So you know about these details. Okay, so maybe you mentioned something before and you saw her reaction was okay. If you're waiting too much for this date, and if she's looks okay also and waiting for you, uh, yes, probably you can have sex on the first date if you like regularly communicate with her online after 1 year, because if you feel this energy from her, you can try, but don't grab her, be delicate. Of course, just try to kiss her on cheek when you will see her first time, okay, before going to restaurant. Just when you meet first, mean give her flowers and some sweets or whatever you will bring to her, okay, then kiss her into cheek, and at the end of the evening you will see by her body language how she will sit next to her close, or she will try to keep the distance. If you see she's still tensed or stressed a little bit, then maybe you need to wait a little bit. But if you see she's blushed or doesn't mind to sit closer to you, you can touch her hand. If she is okay, maybe try your luck. Why not? After 1 year, I think you can try at least, and you will see. Okay, okay. Yes, Rodney, I am okay. Thanks. Best wishes to you too. It's okay. Bailey Dodson, my Ukrainian girlfriend is amazing. Very nice. We are happy for you. Hope you will be lucky with her. Okay. Hello, Porfirio. Hello, new guys joined us today. I see. Are the Ukrainian women okay with foreign men who already have kids? Yes, they are okay. They are okay normally, and you need to ask her before getting into serious relationship to see her reactions. Because I don't know, your kids living with you, or you just meet with them on weekends, or pay some financial help for your ex-wife, but it's better to ask what's your opinion. But normally absolutely okay, especially if she's single mother and also have kids, that's great. But usually everything is fine. I can advise you before getting married with her, before getting into some like serious long-term relationship, try to meet with her and your child together, try to see how she responds, how she reacts on the child, if she will be kind and tolerant enough. Because not your own child is still not your own child, so not everybody can accept. Maybe she will try, but we don't know for sure. Okay. Mm-hmm. Wayne, I'm too patient with my girl from Dnipro. How many days together is too long to wait, even with a large age difference? Wayne, I hope you got my previous answer about body language. So you need to see. Sometimes even age difference is okay, but I don't know what's her attitude towards you. So you need to see, try to hold her slightly, try to touch her hand, maybe to remove her hair from the face or something like this. If she's not afraid of your unconsciousness touches, light touches, then she's okay, maybe you can try. But if you still she like try to keep the distance, maybe it's not time yet. Okay, guys, I can tell you just 5 minutes left. So for now, if you want to get my answers, please stop to ask new questions. Please leave them for next Saturday. Okay. Jade Martini. So when a woman has sex the first day, a man meets her, one night stand, stay away because she wants extra resources, either short term or long term, and maybe she's not faithful. I'm not sure if you listened our episode from the beginning. Maybe you will get an answer there. But anyway, one night stand stay. It depends. If you know her for a long time, and if she liked you before, and here's the chance on some social event, you got drunk together and you get sex, then maybe yes, of course, she will expect a long-term relationship. But in majority of cases, no, it's everything up to situation. Okay, Lev Isis. Ukrainian woman will feel rejected if someone will not make a move for sex within 1 2 months or minutes. Maybe she will feel that her future man does not like her. Hello from, I think, Greece. Oh, Greece. Nice. Yeah. 1 2 months, yes. If it's an adult woman, not 20-year-old girl, yes. If you don't do any steps, she may think something is wrong with you, or you don't have sexual appeal to her. So you don't like her, you don't want her. Is it normal to have sex with Ukrainian woman within 2 3 days, or is that bad? If you want long-term relationship, that's better to avoid a little bit, to wait until you know her better. Okay. You have politely discussed intimacy. So if everything is fine and she was not against those topics, then probably you will see first reaction when you meet her. You will see. Okay. Okay, guys. So the last question. So honest and open admissions, nice and appreciated. No other agency even hint these facts. I am very happy if I really helped you, if you agree with my concept, because I accept another points of view. But if I'm sure in what I'm talking, I'm always sure, guys. But your choice, of course. And Daddy, what is the best language to learn for communication to Ukraine, Russian lady, Russian first or Ukrainian? I would prefer Russian. I would prefer Russian, though I'm speaking both, but Russian is better. Okay. Would it be more appropriate for the men to make the first move, or are there some Ukrainian women that would be willing to make the first move? No. Sex initiate is always comes from men. I think for every family oriented and normally healthy oriented woman, woman is a victim, man is a hunter. So if you don't want to get some crazy maniac woman, so do the first step. It's your prerogative, okay? And her prerogative is to accept or to reject, to say yes or no. Okay, guys, thanks greatly. Thanks for all your questions. I think the discussion was really nice, and I appreciate really your hot communication today, because we got really different questions regarding this topic. I hope uh, thanks, Tracy. I hope you enjoy the topic and it was interesting for you. Please don't forget to like our episode, to subscribe to our channel if you still didn't do it. Just click the notification bell button in the lower right of the screen in order not to miss our next live episodes. Also, guys, if you want to give me some topic, please do it in the comments under the video. I would gladly and I will be happy to discuss them with you. Okay. Next Saturday, we meet with you again. So it will be Saturday, December 14th, 10 a.m. You remember the topic will be top 5 most wanted features beautiful Ukrainian women looking for in foreign husband. I hope also will be interesting for you. And don't forget to join Maria live tomorrow, Sunday 10 a.m. same time. And the topic will be why marriage is so important for beautiful Ukrainian women. Hope you will enjoy also. Okay, and Instagram, of course, don't lose this chance. Go just at match guarantee without space in between, spelled with a Y. Choose your girls, and every Saturday you can become a winner. Why not to use this great chance? Okay, I love all of you. Thanks for spending this time with me. The communication was really good and warm and polite, and everything was perfect, guys. Hope you enjoyed too, and hope to see all of you next Saturday. Have a great weekends and have a lucky sexual relationship with really beautiful Ukrainian women. And I hope you will be always lucky with all your partners and your best choices. Okay? See you guys. Bye bye.